takes one touch and then brings it back in towards Fatty again. His pass is a bit of a lazy one and given away to Australia, who are trying to come out quickly. They're going to play a lot of counter-attacking football, Australia, in this game. And they've won a free kick just inside the Egypt half as well. A lazy challenge from Hani, gave the ball away, then tried to win it back. And in doing so, just took out Jackson Irvine, the St. Pauli man. He's Australia's heartbeat in the middle. He's Sao Pauli's captain as well, over in Germany. A promotion hero, midfield organiser. And he does have a Mo Sislak tattoo as well from The Simpsons. Not too sure what that says about him. But being Australian, he could say very, very many things. 10 minutes gone then in this game. You can watch the game through your local network provider. Listen to it with ourselves. We'll bring you the sound. They'll bring you the pictures. But early on in this contest, it is very much even keel so far. Egypt with the possession. Australia having the better chance so far, trying to get it down the right-hand channel. A little bit of a poor touch from Volpato, but he manages to win it back and then loses out after another poor touch with Attia just closing down behind him. And Egypt have a throw and level with the edge of their own penalty area. But it's an intriguing contest. Is this one? There's not a lot to really separate them. In the rankings, Australia are 27th coming into the tournament. Egypt 29th. They both never made it through a knockout stage, and it will be history for one of these two sides as Egypt win a free kick again deep inside their own territory, this time on the far side of the pictures. Ibrahim just got himself between man and ball and just accepted the challenge and goes down accordingly, and will take his time to take the free kick as well over on that far side of the pitch. And Australia with plenty of knockout scars. That Francesco Totti penalty for Italy back in 2006, and then the 2-1 defeat to Argentina last time out in 2022 in Qatar. Egypt, who have dominated AFCON more than anybody else in that tournament. This is the one that has been missing for them in terms of progressing to the later rounds. The late challenge goes in down this near left-hand channel as Zico just goes down and wins a free kick for Egypt in a very, very promising position. Again, just a lazy challenge that came in on Zico. Just managed to get there ahead of Jackson Irvine and goes down a little bit Harry Kane against DR Congo, but this time, with it being outside the penalty area, the referee has no qualms in giving the free kick to the Egyptians as Mo Salah rightly steps over this one. 12 minutes into this game, there's two in the wall, 2 yards off the left-hand side of the penalty area. The angle is tight, and Mo Salah will likely look to cross this as well. Eman Ashur also standing over it. Just 1 goal to his name for the national team. I'm sure he will leave this to a more experienced Mo Salah. So he backheels it towards Ashur, who goes for goal, but it takes deflection off Irvine back towards the edge of the penalty area. Still not cleared for Australia. Linked towards the right-hand side by Marmoush. A cross comes in, and Egypt have the lead here in Dallas. And Egypt erupt here under the roof, and it's a beautiful ball from the right-hand side, and from Cairo to Dallas, the Pharaohs find the finish. Egypt beginning to carve their name into history, and it's a beautiful finish inside the box. It was a well-worked free kick set piece from the near side. Mohamed Salah laid it back towards the shore. He tried to go for goal. Irvine blocked it out. It came towards the edge of the area towards Marmoush, pushed it across towards the far side, and then a wonderfully timed cross came back to the man who started it in Ashur to get his second goal for the national team. Kept himself just onside, peeled off his man at the back post, and a lovely header into the bottom right-hand corner of Patrick Beach's goal, and Egypt lead by 1-0 in Dallas. And they started brightly against Iran. They've started brightly here as well. They've controlled the possession. They've controlled the pressure in the early stages of this game. And you can be assured that Eman Ashur has given Egypt the lead in what is both of these two sides' biggest ever night. How he would love to have given Egypt a second goal and doubled their advantage there. But 17 minutes gone in this game. It's Egypt just trying to apply more pressure. This time down the left-hand side. They'll just keep hold of the ball. They've got hold of the momentum so far in this game. They've started very brightly, both on and off the ball. Just trying to catch Australia out down the wings in those difficult positions. They have a little bit more in the middle of the park, Australia, than Egypt. There's more experience in there with Jackson Irvine and Aziz Behic, who between them have 170 appearances for the national team. It will be their last tournament. 33 and 35 between them. They would love to make history. Neither of these two sides are realistically going to go on and win it. France are looking exceptional in this competition, and nobody at the minute is looking like they can touch them so far. Lovely ball again, just looking over the top, over on the right-hand side for the runner in the middle, trying to find Mamouche once again, but it just skips its way through in towards Patrick Beach, who got his 2 clean sheets against Turkey and Paraguay. Just his 6th appearance this for the national team, taking over from Matty Ryan. He has 104 appearances, the Levante keeper, but Patrick Beach, who plays back in Australia for Melbourne City, the former softball player turned goalkeeper, former A-League champion. Not quite enjoying this game as he enjoyed that last game against Paraguay. I'm not too sure anybody else really enjoyed the game against Paraguay. It was one of those where both sides were certainly just playing out the draw. It put them both through. We saw it between Algeria and Austria as well, where both sides needed to draw to go through, and it ended up being a very chaotic end. But Australia are going to force a corner down this near side as it comes off Rabia last, but the linesman's given a goal kick, and we have seen it during this competition, and it's as clear as day a corner where VAR can step in. If a corner's given, it can be given as a goal kick, but if a goal kick's given, it can't be given as a corner. And it's a poor rule that has really been brought in. It's good in theory in one half and fails completely in the other, and Australia denied an opportunity to try and test Egypt inside the box there, halfway inside this first half, and the Egyptians moving across towards the right-hand side, and Australia will certainly feel there will be more of a blow if Egypt were to score in the next 60 seconds or so. Assure the goal scorer brings it back inside his own half. No one really closing down the Egyptians on the halfway line, just allowing them to come on to the green and gold, and Egypt just controlling the tempo and controlling this game as well. Linking up nicely in the middle with Atia and with Ibrahim back in the side after Abdelmanem's injury. He's a late bloomer that also features for Al Ali back in his home country. Back on the ball once more with Fatih. Into his own half again towards Ibrahim. Just pushed it across towards the right-hand side, and just hugging the touchline is Hani. Just passing it between themselves at the moment. It's a bit like the Simpsons episode where Mexico playing, it's just the 3 passing it around. That's what we're experiencing so far. Now they'll try and break the back line, going all the way over the top. Offside flag stays down for the moment, and Egypt just put it wide with Mamouche breaking free inside the box. The linesman's flag does go up eventually, and forgive the lack of enthusiasm, the linesman should have put his flag up at the earliest opportunity. Miles offside inside the Australia box as Fatih just played it through, looking for the runner behind the back line. And the only reason the Egyptian front man got between the green and gold defence was because he was about 2, 3, 4 yards offside. But the linesmen and referees, they don't quite make decisions these days. They let VAR do most of the job for them. Being an Englishman, we see plenty in the Premier League, and if anything, it makes the refereeing lazy and allows them to be poorer on the pitch in making decisions. As Australia with an excellent challenge inside their own half to win it back, and now they'll move it across towards the left-hand side. Got an opportunity just before the hydration break here just to try and provide their own counter down the left-hand side. Lovely through ball, links it nicely in towards Bates, who can't quite get the first time cross, but will try and see it out for a corner kick. And this time the referee does point to the corner flag over on the far side, as Bates did ever so well just to break down that back line, try to get it to Shaw, who is doing it at one end of the pitch and also doing it defensively at the other as well. Just got the blocking on the first instance, and then Bates just putting himself between man and ball to see it out for a corner kick, as Volpato makes his way over to take the corner from the far side with that left boot of his. Kisses the ball before he puts it down. Not sure that's too hygienic, but it might bring him a little bit of luck as he looks to put the cross in towards the box. Goes towards the far side. Irakunda gets the header there, but can't quite get over the top of the ball on the run. And it goes out comfortably for a goal kick. The set piece, most of the players ran towards the front post. Irakunda ran towards the back, but just couldn't quite get on the end of it, and that will be the hydration break, or the ad break as it's known over in the United States. And Tony Popovic, he's kept saying over the last few days, Australia have had plenty of time to rest. In the time that Australia have played, Egypt have played twice. They've had that break, but he wants them to move beyond that underdog tag. It's the match that they can certainly do it in. It's not a glamour tie, but it is a high-stakes one, where a clean performance and a big transition could change Australian football memories. They have the young talent that's been coming through during this competition. Lucas Herington became Australia's youngest starter in this competition against Paraguay. He's caught the eye as well of Barcelona and could be one of the big movers after this tournament. We normally see a couple of players that will make moves. One of the biggest was obviously James Rodriguez all those years ago after Brazil in 2014. Irakunda and Volpato as well, trying to add that little bit of counter-attacking punch, with Irvine remaining that midfield conscience. But they are without their main front man in Matthew Leckie, who is out injured. Jacob Ilatano not expected to feature anymore in this competition, with various hamstring injuries, which does just reduce Popovic's attacking options. But they still will always remember that Australia do have the record international win, that 31-0 win against American Samoa back in the qualifiers for 2002 when they competed in Oceania. They now have moved across to the Asian qualification section, which has allowed them to develop the players far more and far better as well, and that means they have been in far more tournaments than they were when they had to go against the South American qualifiers in the playoff games, when that was the case for them at the time. And in that game, Archie Thompson scored 13 of his 28 international goals in that one game. But spare a thought for David Drilic, who scored 8 of his own, but won't ever be remembered after Archie Thompson got that record. I'm not too sure many will even remember or know Archie Thompson, bar that one moment of history. But if you're going to be remembered for something, I don't think that's too bad for them. For Egypt, well, they like to draw plenty of theatre. They have a lot of expectations back home, and as they come back out from the hydration break, well, Sam Hassan will be saying more of the same, please. Australia, well, they've just got to try and add a little bit more pressure on Egypt when they're sitting just inside their own half. They're allowing them to pick the passes, moving it from left to right, getting over the back of the Australian back line. They've done fairly well with some of the balls, but it was a long rangy ball that started the process of a goal for Egypt, as we are back underway here. 26 minutes gone in this game. It was a little bit early for the hydration break from the referee inside this air-conditioned stadium under the roof, and it is 22 degrees. I don't think they're ever really needed in the majority of the grounds, that is for sure. We've seen England playing their game against Ghana when it was raining and they had a hydration break. Players could have just opened their mouths and got enough hydration that day. No reason to go and have another tactical break on the near side and allow a couple of adverts to rock in as well, as Australia with a throw in halfway inside their own half over on the far side of the pitch. What can they do with the ball? The remainder of this first half, of which there is still plenty of time for them to make their way back into it. They're trying to stride down the left-hand channel. Under plenty of pressure from Hani as it just goes out, and it's good defending again. It was well worked from Bajic, but he just got the ball caught under his feet, and it just allowed Hani to come across and win the throw-in right under the referee's nose as the referee starts to count down on the throw-in. One of the rules that I am rather pleased has come in, and I really am hoping it comes into the Premier League next season. It will certainly put Arsenal under a little bit of pressure. We also saw it in the Champions League final as well. Not quite the same thing, but the slow play of Saka to take the corner kick just before the end of the first half. The referee had had enough. He wanted his half-time libation and called an end to it. And hopefully we see some of these rules brought in as well, as Egypt just switched the play from the right to the left-hand side to bring Hafez. He's got plenty of space in front of him to try and drive. Runs into a little bit of traffic and has to come back towards Attia. Holds on to the ball once more. Australia keeping their shape more than trying to close down. Now Irankunda is going to try and chase down the Egyptian back line, but there are 4 Egyptians surrounding him, and it's easy enough for them to break through. And when you are trying to do the pressing all on your own, it leaves much to be desired in terms of having any effectiveness whatsoever. Hugging the touchline over on the right-hand side is Ashore. Brings it back in towards Fatih, who's had plenty of the ball in the opening half an hour of this game, but he will go all the way back towards his goalkeeper away to our right-hand side. And Egypt know that they can quite happily just keep hold of the ball, show that maturity on it. But on that occasion, they've just taken the words out of my mouth and just thrown it straight out of play over on the far side, level with the edge of the Aussie penalty area. And Bajic will come across to take the throw in deep inside his own territory. There he is, trying to make about 10-15 yards down that left-hand line. The referee not pushing him back just yet. Gets the throw in and takes it short, nicely in towards Aidan O'Neill. Returns it back towards the throw-in taker, who then goes towards Irankunda, who gets his feet all in a muddle, and it goes out for a throw over on the far side. He's got 6 in 18 for the national team. Scored just 4 in 40 for Watford in the Championship last season. He is lightning fast though, and he can provide explosive moments when it really matters. A long ball looks towards Mamouche on this left-hand side, and unless he's Usain Bolt in his prime, he won't quite catch up to that one as it goes out for an Australian goal kick. Half an hour then gone in this game. Egypt lead by a goal to 0. It's going to be history no matter what for one of these two sides. Egypt fully in the ascendancy, but there is plenty of time for twists in this game as Beach takes his time to get the goal kick. Just still a very young, inexperienced keeper, the 22-year-old. He has experience in the A-League, but in a competition of this magnitude, sometimes the likes of Matty Ryan are better placed, but so far he has been fairly decent in a few of the games. Beach, when it comes to the big question and the big ties in the knockout stage, who do you want in there? And that might be a question on the Australians' lips so far, but they have had a good tournament so far. Almost given away with a lazy pass from Egypt, going back in towards the centre half of Rabia. Tries to then swing it towards the right-hand side, given away to Irankunda, who then goes down halfway inside the Egypt half as he just tried to turn his man and wins a free kick for Australia. As Hani just clears him out and then stays on the ground himself. Hoping to try and get away with one more than anything else. It was a lazy challenge that came in. Sorry, it wasn't Hani, it was Ibrahim who came across his man. And then Hani went down as he tried to jump over the challenge of Irankunda and just took a little bit of a boot towards with the physio coming on. One of the rules is you will have to wait for a minute or so and it down to 10 men for the time being. And on the replay that they have shown, they have just left that leg up a little bit. He had absolutely no idea though that Mohamed Hani was coming across. He was excellent against Iran on that right-hand side of the defence, the 30-year-old. And he is back to his feet, but just limping a little bit and just holding on to that right calf of his. There's a couple of Egyptian players do just start to warm up. Abdel Magouid is a defender on the bench, as is Tarak Allah, but they are very, very limited in terms of defensive players on the bench, Egypt. They're built for forwards with Trezeguet, Abdel Karim, Hassan, Abdel and Zizou. And it's Australia that will do the attacking here. Free kick can now come in. Swung in towards the penalty spot. It's bounced in front and a real opportunity. Irvine goes for it and just drops down inside the area. And it's a poor challenge and the referee's whistle was already gone. And Egypt have a free kick inside their own box. But it was a good ball initially that came in. It fell probably to the man you don't really want it to fall to. In Sekati, the right back. And he just tried to hit it on the half volley but completely missed the ball. He was once told by Buffon to follow what he felt inside when he chose Australia over Italy. And he's already one of the Socceroos' most polished defenders in his 17th game for the national team. Egypt looked to go long, flicked on by Marmoush, but in hope more than expectation it might find Mo Salah coming in from the right-hand side. Just over 11 minutes to go in this first half. Egypt still leading by a goal to nil, but Australia starting to just get themselves into the game a little bit more, finding a bit of spark inside themselves and showing some signs of life. They've certainly had a couple of opportunities inside the box. They haven't been without opportunities, but those opportunities have been half more than full. And coming down the left-hand side once again is Beige. That's where the ball's predominantly been the attacking option as he tries to swing it across the box. Goes all the way over to the far side of the pitch and coming across is Boss. Become a household name in Australia during this competition. Just pulls it back, looking towards Volpato, whose return pass just gives it away. But another lazy pass from Egypt hands the ball straight back to Australia on this near right-hand side. And they've won a throw-in as well, level with the edge of the penalty area. And as we creep closer to half-time, Australia just starting to pick themselves up a little bit and applying the pressure. Sekati comes over to take the long throw, sends it towards the right-hand corner of the penalty area, 6-yard box, bounces once for Irakunda, comes towards the far side, Irakunda pulls it back towards the edge of the area, shot comes in, and it's the first shot on target for Australia, but it's comfortable down to the right-hand side for Chaubert. And it's the man who's had plenty of the ball in Bejic. Irakunda did ever so well just to keep hold of the ball, laying it off towards the edge of the box, with Mo Salah chasing down. Bejic just had a snapshot more than anything else, looking to the bottom right corner. And he did find the target, but couldn't quite challenge Chaubert in the goal. More than the meat and drink that would be for a keeper of his quality. Mo Salah still tries to chase down Sam Hassan's goal-scoring record for the national team. He's just 2 away with 66 to Hassan's 68. Hassan has said during this tournament he would love Mo Salah to actually overtake him. And of course she would, because it means he scores at least 2 more goals. And you don't know how many games you have got left. Nobody ever does. Tell that to Germany. As Irakunda almost finds his save behind the back line. It was an excellent turn, but Chaubert commands his area and just gets out. It was just a lofted ball, just trying to get Irakunda, who's getting livelier in this game, over the top. He showed his weight and just shrugged Ibrahim off the ball. Got right in behind, but then it just skipped through. Off this surface, it has been watered plenty before the start of the game. 8 minutes to go in this first half, plus time added on, of which there will be about 5-6 minutes. It always tends to be, but a lovely win of the ball on this near right-hand side for Volpato, and goes down under a challenge as well. And the Uruguayan referee, I thought he was going to bring a card out from his pocket. He tends to bring out yellow cards. He's averaged 5 a game over his career. 1,734 yellow cards he has given in his career, the 38-year-old referee. Don't ask how long it took to calculate. Down the right-hand side again come Australia, taking the free kick quickly, just trying to work it in towards the box, but an excellent slide tackle can only force it out for a corner kick. And here come Australia once again. Marwan Atiyah was the man putting in the challenge, the Al Attiyah dreamer and midfield linchpin. But on that occasion, doing the defensive work again to stop the Australia rapid counter down the right-hand side. As a set piece they've been trying a couple of times is set up again with 2 inside the 6-yard box. It's Volpato swings it in this time from the right-hand side. It finds his man over on the far side, but it's a poor header down from Sekati, who has been the man the ball was found in the penalty area a couple of times from these free kicks. And on all 3 occasions, and corner kicks I should say, and on all 3 occasions, he just hasn't quite found the connection. This time he was under a little bit more pressure from his opposite number in Hani on the far side of the penalty area. Volpato's corners have just gone a little bit too far over on the far side. Again, the runners move towards the near side. One runner moves towards the back stick, and it seems to just evade them all, and that's something that will be a topic of conversation at half-time as a long ball goes forward again from the gold and green, but all the way through towards Chaubert inside his penalty area. He can be a tall and imposing figure, Sekati. There's an excellent little dink around the corner from Chaubert, just manages to get it away from the on-rushing and very rapid Irakunda. Egypt have a bit of space over on the right-hand side, and they'll move inside the Australian box. Australian half, apologies. Back inside the Egypt half it goes once again with Rami Rabia. Moves it across towards the left-hand side with Hafez, under a bit of pressure from Volpato, who again just growing into this game. The Sassuolo man in just his 4th appearance for the national team. He was a late recruit who came in after years of Italy debate. One of a few Australian players that could have chosen between Italy and Australia. We've seen it as well in a couple of other sides as Egypt win a free kick halfway inside the Australian half on the far side, and it was just a little bit of a lazy arm that came in towards the Egyptian over on the far side of the pitch in Eman Ashur, who lost the ball and then just took a little bit of an elbow to the lip, and the referee quite happy to offer him a free kick there. Or it's a little bit of a questionable decision from the referee. I don't think the arm was intentional, but these days it will be given. We've seen it as well. Players have been choosing other sides over Italy, and I can't quite remember the American player who chose America over Italy because it knew that he'd get him into this competition. I'll have a better chance. Italy have missed out on the last 3. Some of those big sides, Germany, haven't won a knockout game since they won the tournament in 2014. With Egypt here trying to win their first, as is Australia, but it's Egypt currently winning by a goal to 0. 4 minutes to go before the end of the first half. It's Mo Salah again. It's going to head a clearance towards the near left-hand side. Mamouche can't quite get there, and Australia just hack it away and out for a throw-in down this near left-hand channel. And in the end, it's actually gone out for a goal kick. The linesman said over on the far side. But it's another set piece. Well worked from Mo Salah. Instead of crossing it in the box himself, he's pulled it back to the left-hand side, this time towards Hamzi Fati. whose first time cross just looked towards the far side of the Australian box. It was knocked away nicely by Jackson Irving, getting there ahead of the onrushing Egyptian frontmen. And Australia dealing with that defensively very, very well, but need to do something up the other end of the pitch in what has been a rather even contest inside this first half between two very, very close-knit sides. In all of the stats, the facts and everything you want to bring before the start of the game, Egypt came in as the favourites, but I would question that just a little bit in terms of the momentum Australia have had through some of their games, especially the performance they put up against Turkey as a challenge goes inside the Egyptian half. And a free kick goes Egypt's way, and it's Yasser Ibrahim, who this time just pushed down Irakunda just in front of him, and then the trailing leg just caught the back left heel of the Egyptian player, who goes down and just tries to slow the game down, and no physio needed, just a little bit of time to wind down. I would potentially bring the rule in, and if you don't need the physio and you are near the side of a pitch, just get off the pitch and you can come back when you're ready, and you'll see plenty of players get back to their feet rather quickly, just like the throw-ins that need to be taken at pace. You will see plenty of changes when the substitutes are made as well, how quickly players now have to get off the pitch with that 10-second rule. They've made some good changes for this tournament. And some rules still need to come in again as Australia tried to move it down this right-hand side. Just a little instep to just step across his man on the near side. Hafez and puts it out for a throw-in. Australia trying to take it quickly. 90 seconds plus time added on for Australia to try and find a way. Back into this game. Challenge goes in, but Mamouche sends it forward in towards Mo Salah, who just couldn't quite stretch for it, halfway inside. Falls to a man in red, skips down towards the left-hand side by Hafez into the path of Mamouche, tries to then drive down the left-hand channel, picks out Hafez, who continues his run towards the byline, retreats back though towards Mamouche, flick back in towards the middle towards Ati, who sends the cross in again, looking for Mo Salah, whose little flick on just couldn't quite generate enough power or accuracy to challenge Beach in his goal. And it's comfortable for the goalkeeper, who always has to be alert when Mo Salah is lurking inside the penalty area. And on that occasion, he came up trumps. Australia try send it down the right-hand side. Excellent little run from Volpata. Pulls it back onto his left. Tries to go for the curling shot. He clipped the top of the bar early inside this half, and on this occasion goes well wide of the goal, but You can't offer him too many opportunities, cutting in from that right-hand side, coming on to his left. And just try to curl it around two defenders and the goalkeeper. But ends up going 5-6 yards wide of the right-hand post. And Hossam Hassan in the Egyptian dugout, just screaming instructions to his players as Australia try to find a way back in with 3 minutes to go in stoppage time at the end of this first half. It's with Irvine, back inside the centre circle, ball back towards the giant of Sutar, in towards Sekati, back to Sutar once again, just moving it forward and under a challenge. The referee allows play to continue. Hasn't even played advantage for Australia there, but they'll keep hold of the ball and move it towards the left-hand side, just skipping past Mo Salah and linking up nicely with Harrington. Hasn't had too much to do on that left-hand side, but he does find a nice ball forward to just try and split the midfield of those in red. Comes back out towards Irving, then cross comes in from the right-hand side from Sekati once more, just can't quite find the pass, but it's picked up by Bejic. Pulled back 10 yards off the left-hand corner of the area in towards Erakunda, just got in between two defenders, but couldn't get enough onto it. I'm not sure who it came off last, but Shubair in the goal certainly won't care as it fell kindly to him in his 6-yard box. But for a moment, hearts were in mouths once again for those in red, as the referee asked for the throw-in to be taken once again inside the Australian half, as Egypt just cleared the lines as quickly as they could. But the ball that came in from the left-hand side, it was Irakunda who did get the flick on with the header. And the Egyptian defender rising highest just behind him again in Hafez, just to put him off, as it just bounces off him and kindly towards Shubair in the goal. But Australia trying to come again down this right-hand side. Running into traffic though is Sekati, and Boss takes the throw in quickly after winning it 5 yards inside the Egypt half. Tries to then make a run down the right-hand side, flicks it on in towards the Egyptian penalty area. Hacked away though by Rabia, higher than Bob Marley but not very far, and it's picked up by those in gold once again. Flick forward, Mamouche with a little bit of tennis going on between both sides, then just pumped forward again by Rabia once more towards Suter, who lurks underneath it, and the one thing he's going to get right is a nice header. Flicks it down kindly in towards Boss on this near right-hand side. Skips past one but can't quite drive forward. The challenge comes in from his opposite number in Rabia once again. Irakunda, while Boss is still down on the ground, picks up the ball, pulls it back towards the edge of the penalty area. Slide tackle goes in, still inside the box for Australia. Calls for a handball, potentially to look out for VAR here as it comes back out towards Mamouche, and then cleared away by Egypt. But it was Irvin who was calling for a penalty inside the box with 30 seconds to go. Australia still on the ball, 15 yards off the edge of the Egyptian penalty area, just trying to move it towards the left-hand side. All but one back for Egypt on the edge of their own box, but now they're going to make their way out, as Boss is still down on the ground for Australia. But they're not bothered at the moment. They just want to get on with the game, and now they've been told by the referee to put it out of play, as Boss will need a little bit of treatment. And right at the end of the first half, it's what we saw in the last game against Iran. Just frantic, under pressure. Egypt just about living with it though in the end of the first 45 minutes. And Boss, who probably should have had a free kick on the near side, but referee playing advantage with Irakunda getting hold of the ball. It was a half opportunity for Australia, driving again towards the edge of the area. They're getting themselves back into it for a brief period of the first half. Egypt had almost 70% possession, and Australia getting closer to that 45% themselves. 5 shots to 3. Only one save made by the keeper, and that is by Shubair, and that will also be the end of the first half. The referee will allow Boss to receive some half-time treatment, and he'll allow the players to receive a half-time libation themselves as they make their way off An excellent first half from both of these two sides. History is in the making for one of them. It was an excellent start for Egypt. A well-worked free kick from the left-hand side. Mo Salah flicked it back towards the shore. His shot was blocked by Irving, came back out towards the edge of the penalty area to Marmoush. He pushed it to the right-hand side in towards Fatih, whose cross back in towards the box was met by Eman Shaw, whose second goal for the national team was a little header down into the bottom right-hand corner of Patrick Beach's goal. It was then a scramble at both ends to try and find a second for Egypt and a way back in for Australia. Australia forcing a save out of Chaubert from the shot from the edge of the box, but that's all they have been able to muster up, that one from Bejic. And from Egypt, they've controlled the possession. They've had a couple of half chances, but Australia trying to find a way back in. Plenty of time to do so, but it's Australia 0, Egypt 1.
Summer skies and ocean air, moonlight dancing through your hair. I was lost, I couldn't see, till your eyes discovered me. Every wave upon the shore whispered something I ignored. Then you smiled lit up the night like 1,000 stars alive.
Nox Sports TV! Yeah, from the streets to the stadium lights. Everybody stand up! Let's go! Nox Sports TV! Yeah, from the streets to the stadium lights. Everybody stand up! Let's go! Nox Sports TV. Nox Sports TV. The city is alive tonight. Every dream is burning bright. Flags are flying in the sky. Hear the roar, we're reaching high. Every heartbeat feels the same. Every fan becomes a flame. Side by side we sing as one. Now the journey has begun. Hands up high, let the whole world see. This is where we're meant to be. Feel the energy, feel the sound. We won't stop now. Whoa. We are the champions of tonight. Nox Sports TV! Yeah, yeah. From the streets to the stadium lights. Everybody stand up! Let's go! Nox Sports TV! Yo, yo! From the streets to the stadium lights. Everybody stand up! Let's go! Nox Sports TV. Nox Sports TV. The city is alive tonight. Every dream is burning bright. Flags are flying in the sky. Hear the roar, we're reaching high. Every heartbeat feels the same. Every fan becomes a flame. Side by side we sing as one. Now the journey has begun. Hands up high, let the whole world see. This is where we're meant to be. Feel the energy, feel the sound. We won't stop now. Whoa. We are the champions of tonight. Together we will shine so bright. Sing it loud, let the world believe. This is our destiny. Nox Sports TV. Everybody's Nox Sports TV. Nox Sports TV. Through the rain and through the fire, we keep climbing higher and higher. Every challenge on the way makes us stronger every day. Hear the drums across the land, millions standing hand in hand. One heartbeat, one voice, one dream, stronger than we've ever been. Hands up high, let the whole world see. This is where we're meant to be. Feel the energy, feel the sound. We won't stop now. We are the champions of tonight. Together we will shine so bright. Sing it loud, let the world believe. This is our destiny. Nox Sports TV. From every nation, one celebration. We raise our voices to the sky. No hesitation, pure dedication. Tonight we're reaching for the prize. We are the champions of tonight. Together we will shine so bright. Sing it loud, let the world believe. This is our destiny. Nox Sports TV. Nox Sports TV. Feel the power, feel the pride. Yay! The world is watching tonight. Nox Sports TV. Nox Sports TV.
This is Nox Sports, your home for football energy, match talk, updates, reactions, and big game moments. From kickoff passion to final whistle drama, Nox Sports brings you the excitement, the analysis, and the sports vibe every fan deserves. Subscribe now to Nox Sports on YouTube. Nox Sports, where the game lives and the fans never sleep. Nox Sports, the game never end. This is Nox Sports. Your home. This is Nox Sports. Your home for football energy, match talk, updates, reactions, and big game moments. From kickoff passion to final whistle drama, Nox Sports brings you the excitement, the analysis, and the sports vibe every fan deserves. Subscribe now to Nox Sports on YouTube. Nox Sports, where the game lives and the fans never sleep. Nox Sports, the game never end. This is Nox Sports, your home for football energy, match talk, updates, reactions, and big game moments. From kickoff passion to final whistle drama, Nox Sports brings you the excitement, the analysis, and the sports vibe every fan deserves. Subscribe now to Nox Sports on YouTube. Nox Sports, where the game lives and the fans never sleep. Nox Sports, the game never end.
Across the pitch, the world begins. One open dream where glory lives. Raise it high, hear the call, every heart answer all. Now we rise to the light, one true game, one great night. Crown of victory, crown of victory. Lift the world up high, lift the world up high. Crown of victory, crown of victory. Sing it out tonight, sing it out tonight.
From every nation, every shore, we come to seek what came before. The brave first touch, the golden chance, the thunder of a final day.
Raise it high, hear the call, every
And injured at the end of the first half, won't continue.
rise to
And the Feyenoord man is replaced by Kai Truin. New York City defender making his 7th appearance for the national team, the 25-year-old. He's a ball-playing defender. He's an Instagram trend bolter as well. But he likes to keep a low profile. No more after being in the spotlight in this competition, of which he will be in this second half after coming on. And we are underway with Egypt kicking us off from left to right in this second half and almost find their way for a second to start in the second half. And what a miss that is from Mamouche. 10 seconds into the second half, straight from the kickoff. The through ball just cut open Australia. They weren't ready, they weren't prepared, and Mamouche found himself one-on-one with the goalkeeper and puts it wide by 2 yards of the left-hand post. And what a huge opportunity that was for Egypt to double their advantage at the start of this second 45. And Mamouche, who's never scored in this competition, found himself in a glorious opportunity, one we've seen him take time and time again in the Premier League and domestic competitions this season. And what a real opportunity that was at the start of the half. As Australia win a free kick 10 yards inside the Egypt half, and it allows us to go through the teams after a very, very frantic 60 seconds. So it'll be Beach in goal for Australia. Sakati, Suter and Harrington in the back three. Truin on that right-hand side. O'Neill, Irvin and Baich, the midfield four. Those two in Baich and Truin will certainly play as wing-backs, pushing themselves back in defensively into a five when it's needed. Volpato and Metcalf either side of Iran Kunda up front for the Socceroos. For the Pyramids, So Bear in goal, unchanged at half-time. Hani, Rabiot, Ibrahim and Hafez, the back four. Fatih and Attia sit just in front to Shaw, the goal scorer. Salah and Zico are just behind Omar Marmoush, who had that absolute glorious opportunity. There was an opportunity for Australia here. They try and take the free kick, held off for a moment as it played it in towards Irving, knocks it down towards the edge of the penalty area, but just hacked away by those in red. Cleared out towards the edge of the penalty area. Irving knocks it down again towards the far side of the box, floated back in towards the right hand side, left hand side, and again it's just another opportunity, this time from Australia. And he's taken the worst of it for Egypt, and they're trying to get the physios quickly for him as he's rolled onto his right hand side. He looks like he's been taken out in the process. He got there, he got back, and he put off the Australians, and he's taken a good hefty challenge for it. But at the start of this second period, both sides have had glorious opportunities. It wasn't cleared by Egypt, it was played back in towards Irvin, who got the first knock down towards the edge of the box. His second found a man in goal over on the far side, and then just lofted back in. And the runners came in. Irvin was one of them. Well, good defensive work as it goes out for a goal kick to Egypt. But a little bit of a brief stoppage in play while we wait to see how that challenge has affected Mohamed Hani. In his own penalty area, he is thankfully back to his feet for a brief moment. It did look a little bit worse. And it does now. He's back to his feet, but I'm not too sure how much concussion protocols will come into play here. The players rolled him onto his side. You would think in 2026 that would be the end of his game, but two players came across. He's allowed to make his way off on the near side. He's been told he's got to go off the pitch just yet by the referee, who is just letting Schubert know that it is a goal kick. 4 minutes into the second half, we've had a brief stoppage for about 3 minutes or so. Hani is still not off the pitch on the near side, and the referee, the Uruguayan, will come across and tell him to do so. I'm rather surprised with the way that he went down and how quick the players were to roll him onto his side, that he's not going to be taken off. Surely protocol comes in front to protect a player more than anything else. He says that he's okay, though the Egyptian coaching staff, they're trying to protest with the fourth official on this near side to get him back onto the pitch. But we are finally back underway at the start of this second half. 5 minutes gone then, of which we'll already have an additional 4 minutes added on, just launched in towards the Australian half. Half cleared back towards the halfway line, and in turn Egypt will just return the favour as it goes back through towards Patrick Beach, away in his box towards the right hand side. But that challenge, that opportunity from Marmoush, it's like going on a third date. Everybody knows it's happening, but he just couldn't tuck it away on that opportunity. And then up the other end, Australia with a good opportunity as well, but in stepped Hani, who's now back onto his feet, but driving down the left hand side is Bates. Just tries to play it first time in towards the box, but a good interceptive tackle that comes out from Fatih, who clears his lines once more. Australia in possession and trying to put on a bit of pressure at the start of this second half, something they were doing towards the end of the first 45-minute period. It's on the halfway line with the Australian captain Suter. He's passing towards the middle, towards Irvine. Not the best, and Irvine's return pass as well has him retreating back towards the edge of his own area over on the far right hand side. He's got his feet all in a muddle, and in the end he goes back towards safety in Patrick Beach inside his penalty area. And we've seen some exciting games in this round of 32. Switzerland getting through for the first time ever, beating Algeria by 2-0. Portugal scraping through in what was personally a horror VAR decision at the end of that game. The goal should have stood. There's no evidence that it came off the Croatian head, and the long ball comes in from the right hand side, but cleared out again by Hani towards this left hand channel. Skipped down nicely by O'Neill, who tries to drive towards the byline, but the tackle comes in And it's an excellent tackle as well. It comes back off O'Neill and out for an Egypt goal kick. And out for a throw-in, sorry, in this near side. It will be an Egyptian throw, that is for sure, but it came off the man last in green and gold. But that Portugal game, they've seen plenty of decisions going their way in this competition so far. That Colombia goal ruled out, the Croatia goal ruled out, Ronaldo having his 3-game ban overturned after violent conduct against Ireland in the qualifiers. It could have had arguably 2 red cards against DR Congo as well. So they're riding their luck at the moment. He did get his first ever knockout goal, Ronaldo. But plenty of people will still say he's never had a goal from open play in a knockout game, so he's still got that to break in the next round in what's going to be a wonderful game against Spain. Against 2 countries that border each other on the west of Europe. Spain getting through after a comfortable 3-0 win against Austria. The USA beating Bosnia by 2-0 despite being down to 10 men, but don't ask Americans how they think that red card should have gone. Some people have been trying to protest to Donald Trump to pardon Balogun, to rescind the red card, but the lack of sort of understanding of the game is rather amusing. You can't even appeal a red card at this competition, never mind have a president pardon it, but I think that shows America more than it shows probably their understanding it anyway. But we'll swiftly move on. Belgium got through an exciting game against Senegal by 3-2, driving down the left-hand side of Australia once more, and they'll win a free kick 10 yards off the edge of the left-hand side of the Egyptian penalty area. And it was again O'Neill who's moved across the left-hand side in this second half. Just tried to take on Zico, who waved his hand at him as he went down to say, "Get back to your feet." But the referee quite happy to give the free kick to the Socceroos. 9 minutes into the second half. An opportunity for Australia, who were certainly starting the second half better than they started the first. As it's the man who won the free kick standing over it once more. Just one in the wall in Mo Salah, trying to call over Mamouche to add a second, but he's pointing out to Volpatta on the edge of the penalty area. But O'Neill stands over it, puts it in right foot, and it goes all the way through with a flick on. And Australia restore parity. And it's the captain from the back to the front. The big man, Suter, plucks it out the sky and sends it into the goal. And the green and gold have grit in the Texas heat. Australia are level, and the knockout tie is alive again. It's Australia 1, Egypt 1, and it's a fine set piece from Australia. From this near side, it was a beautiful ball in. They couldn't quite decide, Egypt, who was going to be in the wall, who was marking who. Hani got it all wrong, and the 2-metre man, Suter, got on the end of the cross, kept himself onside, and I think it's gone all the way past Suter, actually, and flicked off Hani and into his own goal, and it is an own goal from Hani. The man who I think probably should have been taken off for concussion protocols moments ago has ended up putting the ball into his own net. And Australia and those fans in delirium in Dallas in the stands will not care one jot. Their side are level. They have a knockout goal and they sense momentum as well. It's Australia 1, Egypt 1, and it's game on in Dallas. And Egypt, who tend to start halves fairly well, they haven't done so in this second 45 minute. How much is that Omar Mamouche opportunity? 10 seconds into the second 45 minutes, going to prove costly in this game for Egypt. It certainly woke up the Socceroos. It certainly allowed them an opportunity. They sensed momentum, and they've taken it with both hands. The ball from O'Neill from the left-hand side, swung in. Remember, if it's tied after 90 minutes, we go to 30 minutes of extra time. We've seen that a couple of times. We've also seen fair few late goals as well. England with the late turnaround against the DR Congo. Is an Englishman. That was quite a difficult game to watch. It's the longest that they've actually played in this competition before having a shot. Jude Bellingham's 30th minute effort was the latest they've gone into a game in all the competitions they played, or all the iterations of the competition they played over the years. And it's the one thing they struggle to do, is break down sides that like to sit and park the bus, or as it tends to known these days, the low block. But I really don't like that phrase. Just call it parking the bus, call it what it is. It's great defending, I'll give it that. Ghana did it, Panama did it. We've seen other teams do it. Cape Verde, Curacao have done it in some games as well. We've seen some of these sides that you, before the competition started, you would expect them not to have done too well, but some have done brilliantly well. Cape Verde have become the masters of it. And can they do it again? Later on this evening as well, the game after this is Argentina against Cape Verde. I don't think we've seen a more one-sided game ever at this major competition. And then the final round of 32 game is Colombia-Ghana. The other games in the round of 32, Mexico beat Ecuador at the Azteca. All that about it being at altitude and 2 losses in 88 games. Well, yes, they have only had 2 losses in the 88 games, but have a look at the teams that they have beaten. 2 of them are under 23 sides, and 8 of them are Jamaica, 8 are El Salvador. The only side of any real note that they have got a result against that ground is Brazil, which takes a little bit of the shine off the stat. Well, it is still a wonderful stat. It doesn't quite strike the fear into you that it should, and I will probably eat my words on Sunday evening by 3 o'clock, but isn't that all part of sport? As Egypt try to just get themselves back on the ball and just control this game a little bit more in this second half. 14 minutes gone into the second 45 period. And it's with Fati. Moves it across towards the left-hand side in towards Hafez, just hugging the touchline. Comes back in towards Fati again. This time he tries to look towards the left-hand side, but it's a poorly placed pass, and it's picked up again as it's given away cheaply. And then the free kick in turn given away cheaply on this near left-hand side as a challenge goes in on Irakunda, and the referee still not bringing out his cards. As Ibrahim just came across, just shoved off Irakunda. He tried to take him on this left-hand touch, this left-hand channel. And the Aussies in the crowd, they've got their own yellow cards to flash at the pitch, but the referee, Telhera, not brandishing one just yet. He gave 2 in his last game 2 weeks ago in the game between Mexico and South Korea. And maybe he's trying to get away from that reputation of being that no-nonsense referee who loves to dish out cards, but standing over the free kick again is the man that got the assist for the last one, O'Neill. Just one in the wall. This time he floats it towards the far side of the penalty area and dealt with much better by Egypt on that occasion, but falls into a man in goal. Pulled back towards this near left-hand side towards O'Neill. Just a little bit behind him, so he's got to stretch for it. Gets it under control and tries to put another whip ball into the box. Comes back out towards Irving. Flick back in towards the area again from the far right-hand side from Chewin. And Egypt just about dealing with it, but the Socceroos getting hold of it. Lofting it again towards the edge of the box. Back towards Irving. Just dinks it towards the left-hand side, in towards Irakunda on the edge of the D. Pulls it across towards the left again, trying to bring Metcalf into play. Comes back out towards Irakunda, who tries to strike it, but 2 Egyptian players are gathered around him and stopping the opportunity. As the ball comes out, Mo Salah will win a free kick for the Egyptians, and they will have a bit of a reprieve after a brief spell of Australian pressure away to the left-hand side. But once again, Australia looking the more likely now in this second half to try to find a second. And it's from the set pieces that's causing Egypt trouble. Just about deal with it. But they are looking increasingly unsteady as they're back on the ball again. Patient play is one way to put it for Egypt. Indecisive is another at the moment. They do have a clinical pass when it matters. They do have quality in the side as well. predominantly trying to rely on the 34-year-old Mo Salah, who wants to add to his 66 goals and 118 appearances now for the national team. But relying on Mo Salah isn't quite the same in 2026 as it has been over the years. In the centre circle, just to the right-hand side of it, is Rabia. Links in with Ati, who moves it across towards Hafez over on the far side. Pulls it back in towards Zico. Just trying to creep their way forward and probe the flanks. And now down the right-hand side again. Lovely little ball in towards Mo Salah on the right-hand side of the penalty area. Has to retreat back towards Hani, who then, the flag goes up on Mo Salah. It looked rather tight as he broke in behind the back line. It was the big man of Harrington who just managed to step forward and put Mo Salah offside. But it was the right idea on that occasion from Egypt, but again, maybe just a little bit lazy from their perspective. And Hossam Hassan might have a couple of decisions to make in this second half. Australia made a change at half-time with Boss having to come off injured at half-time. But who will blink first in terms of trying to train strategy in this second period? Flick forward by Irvin, pushed towards the right hand side in towards Truitt, takes it with the knee and then just brings it to the halfway line inside the centre circle again towards Suter, keeps it going across the left towards Harrington, who then points it straight back towards Suter again, who goes back towards Beach inside his own penalty area, moves it across towards the right hand side, and we've got plenty more exciting games apart from the two coming up later this afternoon and this evening, or even during the daytime, depending if you are in Australia or New Zealand. It's 5:25 in the morning on the east coast of Australia. It's 2 in Dallas, and it will be Egypt who will look to blink first. In the dugout was Hossam Hassan. Readies the reinforcements on the touchline. And for the time being, Australia still have the ball in their possession. It looks to be Hassim Hassan might make his way on for Egypt. And we'll let you know those changes when the ball does go out in a moment or two, but for Australia they're just keeping hold of it, moving it across towards the left hand side. Rather fortunate that the misplaced pass just goes behind the back of Mo Salah to find Metcalf. He comes back towards the captain Suter. Nice little ball in towards the midfield, but a poor touch just gives it away towards Egypt, and then they'll pick up the loose ball. Go back towards the centre half though of Ibrahim Rabia and moves it across towards Hani on the right hand side. Again, just tries to stride forward, then under a little bit of pressure moves it back again towards the centre halves of Rabia once more. Hafez 5 yards inside his own half, flicks it back in towards Ati, tried to look back and then decided actually I'm going to move forward with as he turns towards his right hand side. Remember, you can watch this game through your local network provider. They'll bring you the pictures, we can bring you the sound, as it's with Ati once more. 20 minutes gone in this second half. We're moments away again from the second hydration breaks. A loose pass is picked up nicely by the Egyptians over on the far side, and striding forward down the left hand side with a bright yellow boost, it played back in towards Mo Salah, who couldn't quite angle himself as the ball came in. I think he thought it was going to be a shot from Zico over on the far side as he was charging forward. Hani tries to put another ball back in with the early cross, but it's cleared out from the edge of the penalty area. Knocked down nicely by Fatty again, straight towards Hafez, who had that shot moments ago over on the left hand side. Pulls it back in towards the middle to Fatty. Cross towards Atia, who's now playing on the right hand side of that too. Hani. Fatia again, plays it towards the edge of the penalty area, comes back out towards the edge of the box towards Ashore. 2 goals for him in this tournament so far, trying to look potentially for a third. Decides to pass it down the right hand side, and the cross from Hani's just about dealt with by Australia, and Hani's closing it down, and it comes off him and goes out of play on this near side. And now the changes will be made, and it will be Hossam Abdelmajid, who comes on, and Hussein Hassan also making their way on. Hamdi Fati makes his way off for Hossam. A bit of change in the middle, and Zico will also make his way off as well. So 2 attacking changes. Oh, sorry, you're mixing attacking and defensive change with Hossam, the Zamalek defender, in his 15th appearance for the national team coming on. He's a dominant 6'4" centre back. Gonna look to try and be someone that has to test what is a very tall Australian side now, with Harrington, Suter in the back. And Irakunda, as Australia win a free kick 10 yards inside their own half, as Beiric just takes a late challenge. But Hamdi Fati, who's been a bit of an anchor in this game, playing that number 6 role. And Zico also making his way off. He's got 3 goals in 6 games. He scored against New Zealand. As we go to the hydration break. And the other man that did come on was Hussein Hassan, the Real Oviedo man. It's his 5th appearance for the national team, born in Paris. He chose Egypt over France and Tunisia, where he was eligible for. He's a direct winger. He'll try and attack, as he's a like-for-like replacement with Zico. Over on that far side of the pitches, we go to that stoppage. Showing the first hydration break, we spoke about Australia and how they're trying to turn themselves away from that underdog tag. Well, Egypt, well, they're trying to turn themselves into the side that can actually contribute to this tournament. They dominate in AFCON. They've won it more than anybody else. Their last game against Iran, we've spoken about a few times, full of drama. The early goal from Saber, Mustafa Schubert save. Iran hit the crossbar, the late chaos when Iran thought that Shoja Khalizadeh had won it in stoppage time, but VAR ruled it out for offside. The keeper, Schubert, got very, very, very lucky. He came out and Superman got himself all in a muddle. And thankfully, because he got himself out of the goal, it meant he wasn't the second last man. And 2 defenders meant it was an offside. Iran put themselves 3rd last at that stage in the 3rd place standings, and then 3 teams after them all got the results which knocked them out of the competition. And that drama at the end will certainly be on show in the remaining 20 minutes of normal time here. Mo Salah chasing history as well as that knockout win. It's 2 goals short of Hossam Hassan's Egypt record, and the manager deciding how long Mo Salah might be able to be resting this game. Whenever he's on the pitch, he can provide quality, and he can certainly provide a late goal as well. Australia, they came through the AFC qualifying after a turbulent start under Graham Arnold. Home defeat to Bahrain and a draw to Indonesia triggered a coaching reset before Tony Popovic steadied the campaign and secured direct qualification. Egypt came through the CAF qualifying with Mo Salah central to the attack, and Hassan building a side that is cohesive, committed, and usually hard to score against as well. As they try to prove that during this competition. They have found themselves frail at times as Australia ready. Some reinforcements as well with Ajin Hrustik, the Heracles Almelo man readying himself on the near side. But we are back underway from the hydration break, and Australia immediately trying to attack down the right hand side. Challenge goes in, but Australia is still in possession. Whip cross in towards the box, looking for Irakunda, but it's an excellent clearance out again by the Egyptian defence, and now they'll try and counter down this right hand side. It's with the substitute Hassan just trying to stretch his legs against Bebic, but Bebic just gets himself in front, puts it out for a throw-in, which stops any counter-attack from the Egyptians. So Hossam Hassan himself, the coach, tries to get hold of the ball and get Egypt back on in possession. And I wonder what the coaches have been saying during the hydration break. Australia and Popovic has been saying keep on going. You had the momentum. It's the one thing that I think most fans dislike about the hydration break. It's how it can take away from the momentum of a team. It allows a tactical reset for the other. But we've got 18 minutes to go in regular time here. If it's a draw at the end of 90 minutes, it goes to extra time. It's a draw after that, it goes to penalties, which I'm not entirely against after spending about 2 hours looking at every player's penalty stats over the last 2 days. So I don't want them to go to waste. I might just rack through them all at the end of the game if it ends up ending before that anyway, just so they don't go wasted. But here's Egypt trying not to waste the possession themselves. Hafez brings it back in towards the middle, then shipped across towards the right hand side towards Hani. Takes a lovely chest down and he's got Hassan to support behind him. Finds him and closed down quickly. Tries to pull it on to his left, but there's no one inside the area in red. So finds Hani once again. He cuts the early crossing, goes back out towards the edge of the box, and the short just snaps at it and drags it well wide of the goal. But Egypt in that final third just haven't found the real quality that Australia have had in terms of putting some pressure on. And the Aussies now will be able to make a change with Christian Volpatta making his way off the Sassuolo man. And they'll make two changes, in fact, with Irakunde, the Watford forward, also making his way on. And it is two striking changes with Arjin Rustic and Mohamed Toure, the Norwich forward, born in a Guinea refugee camp, raised opposite a football pitch in South Australia, from a family full of footballers. He makes his way on to try and add a little bit of quality up front for the Socceroos. They've now made three changes in this game to Egypt's two. Rustic himself, he's a left-footed lockpicker and a set-piece threat. He defended the Paraguay draw because tournament football rewards results, and that's exactly what it rewarded for both of those two sides. And Paraguay certainly showed it in the next round that by doing that you can be rewarded even more with that rather spectacular penalty win against Germany. They held on in a game against a very talented German side who just can't seem to get through knockout stages. Plenty of questions being asked of that German side. Nagelsmann has already resigned and Klopp is already the wanted man. And down the left hand side it's Toure trying to get hold of the ball and put his weight about.
From Hani, nearly gave it away. Metcalf wins it back. Behic, they're allowed to play on. No foul. Egypt wanted the foul. Metcalf plays it forward for Behic to the byline. First time ball in. It's going to be a throw. No, Hassan keeps it in. Beautifully done. Egypt to clear the lines, but only as far as Chidkati. That's good work from Atia. He is working away to keep the pressure in midfield against Metcalf, but Sutar has it for the Socceroos. Cross for Chidkati, centre field on the right side, defensive area for the green and gold. Spears a pass across. O'Neill, now Behic, back for Harrington at left back. Again they find space. Australia looking more confident on the ball. They've grown into this game. Now Truitt. Down the right side, Irvine makes the run up towards Rabia. Harder to bring him down than Boz. Irvine keeps possession. This is better. Krustic with a couple of touches. Out to Irvine on the right wing. Truitt. All the way back to the keeper now from Chidkati. They'll try the left side. Harrington has to be careful. Salah lurking in front of Sutar. Out for Chidkati. In the middle of the pitch, Irvine takes it away from Hossam. Egypt doing well, just to add a bit of pressure. Australia in their defensive half though. 77th minute. Harrington. Who is going to make the error that gives away the winner? Are we going to penalties? Stick with us on Flash Score. More knockout football coming your way a little later on in the day or night. That's well done by Hafez. To clear high. Krustic sees it over the line. No, it stays in. Krustic around one. Into the box he goes. Tries a shot. It deflects away. And Egypt again holds firm. Player down. Another defensive header. Here's Marmouche. Irvine. Australia coming again. Down the right side. Toure waits in the middle. Here's Krustic. Irvine. O'Neill. Metcalf. Centre field. 30 yards away. Takes the ball away and back to Harrington. This is probably Australia's best period of the game. Chidkati. Australia trying to find space and doing it successfully. 30 yards away. Chidkati, right side. Irvine. Egypt just being worn down, you think. Truitt, right side. Finds a little passing lane. Krustic made the run, couldn't get on the end of that pass from O'Neill. And Egypt, it goes through the legs of Hafez, who's trying to stretch. He's down on the ground, he wants attention. And this is a real period of sustained pressure from the green and gold. It was Krustic's shot that hit the boot of Hafez. I think he's had enough. Is he throwing in the towel? This is what happens. Northern Hemisphere World Cup time. They don't have the roof over the stadiums and having it aircon like they did in Qatar. Hafez looks low, so he's down for the count. So something that coach Hossam Hassan needs to take into consideration. Rabia signaling to the bench that they will need to substitute their number 15. The left back that plays for Pyramids, not making that up in the Egyptian Premier League club. Both he and Zico. So we will have that substitution coming. Hafez will come off. In his place is a more advanced player in Trezeguet. Started the last match against Iran. Scored against New Zealand. So 1 goal and 1 assist. So an attacking move for the last 10 minutes of this game. 31 years old. Back at Al Ali. Second spell there. Started his career there. I don't want to say he's quite in the winter of his career. Trezeguet, the former Premier League player. So international number 99 for him. 24 goals, third appearance at this World Cup. Back underway. Put forward by Ibrahim. Hassan tries to meet the header. Outdone by Harrington. Back towards O'Neill. Referee Teixeira says it's an Australia throw. Or is it a free kick? He's called it back for that free kick, and O'Neill will stand over this. It's a long way from home. Worrying times for Egypt. They look like they are fading in this game. This is what the Heat can do. Long season for players. This is the biggest stage of them all. A look of worry from Hossam Hassan on the Egyptian sidelines, their coach. Their all-time leading goal scorer. He needs Mo Salah to get one here and equal his record. O'Neill will take this, will float it in from the right side. Sutar meets the header. It's there for Irvine. Still there. It's a hacked shot from Metcalf. O'Neill will reclaim. Again, it's hooked over the top. Truin to Toure. It's met there by Sutar. A looping header. Now, there's another Egyptian defender down, saying that there was high contact. That is Rami Rabia. He took out Jordan Boss. Now it's Sutar that maybe got retribution. Egypt want a card produced. Now Toure got this header there. It was there to be won, and Sutar was going for the ball. 50-50. I'm not sure if he did get the ball. If he didn't, he might be in a little bit of bother. Rabia is back on his feet. You don't want to show weakness at this time of the game. 82nd minute at 1-1 in a World Cup knockout game. Shobia takes it. They go short. Hassami's there as part of the back four. So a rejig for Egypt with Trezeguet coming in. Hassama's slotted into that back four. That's beautifully done by... That was Salah. Spreads it out to Ashur, who's playing left centre midfield now. Trezeguet can't find the pass in. Ashur back to Trezeguet. Up against Truin. Takes on the man. Shepherded away. Bit of push and shove. Chidkati, well, he means business. Put it into the chest of Marmoush, who has been disappointing in this game. But will he have another moment? Another chance to win this? Egypt fans, they're not happy after that sitter that Marmoush missed at the beginning of the second half. That was well done by Kai Truin to shield and block the run of Trezeguet in. They did it legally, and Patrick Beach will have a goal kick. Good 70 metres from Beach. Sutar can header it forward. No one there, not Toure and not Krustic for Australia. Egypt on the ball. Vertical pass to the chest of Salah. He's got Harrington all over him, breathing down his neck. Now it's with Krustic. Back for O'Neill, and his pass goes straight out for a throw. Egypt will take it. In advanced position. It's back from Hani. Looked a little refreshed since they've brought Trezeguet on. Egypt want to win this in the 90, of course. Both sides do. That's obvious, but they have looked reinvigorated on that left side. Hafez was seeing a little deeper, back towards halfway. Trezeguet is up there, looking to sit on that last line of Australia's defence. He's got plenty of room if they can sweep the ball out to him. And Ibrahim for Hassan. Over to Trezeguet on that left side, but he's at the halfway mark. Can take 3 or 4 touches. Wait for help from Marmoush. Ashur. Rabia, left side again for Egypt. Marmoush, 25 yards away, but still out in that left wing. Simple pass for Ashur. Out for Hani. In front of him he has Hassan. He's got Behic on Hassan now. He's trying a couple of step-over moves. Good cross in towards the back post. Sitting there is Rabia, not the man you want to have the shot. That's well done by Toure. Got in between. That's Atia and the pass, but it's picked up a loose ball on halfway by Ibrahim. Egypt now probing, asking questions with Hassan. Good ball in, Hani to the byline, into the middle. Diving header away by Chidkati. Sits there for Atia, can't get the shot away. Then Ashur, the hero of the first half, out for Hassan. Everyone back for Australia. The ball comes over the top. Keeper comes, big fist, punches away. Ashur will run back to the left wing and collect. Australia happy to sit and wait once more. They're saying, come at us if you want. But do they have the counter-attacking skills? We saw against Turkey they did. Iran Kunda now off the pitch though. Same with Volpato. Good ball from Hassan, he looks lively. pings it out to the left half space. The header came back in. But Australia can tidy up at the back. Irvine touches that on. That's a good ball forward. Australia on the counter. It's 3-on-2 though. The advantage with Egypt. Hrustic into the box. Wants to shoot. Into Hossam. Still there. Hrustic tries to play the ball across. It's panic stations for Egypt, but they managed to clear it. Sutar now. 40 yards away. Centre of the field. Can play it out to the right wing for Truin. Can he find a player in the box? No, he wins a corner. They were making the run in those gold jerseys though. He's disappointed with the outcome, and rightly so. But Egypt blocking that angle. This is where football IQ can make the difference. Waiting that extra millisecond to put the pass in, or playing it just that touch earlier. But again, Australia with another set-piece opportunity. Hrustic will take this. He's got a fabulous left foot. They're on their feet in the stands. 87th minute. Is this the moment for Australia? Sutar waits. Hrustic with a couple of deep breaths. Harrington also up. On the edge of the box is O'Neill. What can Australia do here? Nodded on. Irvine straight into a bank of red players. Again, Egypt can get the ball to safety through Trezeguet. A long ball back from Hrustic. Out comes Shabir. Can palm that away. Ashur can chase. And it's going to be O'Neill that's penalised for a push on Ashur. So right side of the pitch in the defensive half for Egypt, they'll have their free kick. And from that corner, it was Irvine into Sutar. And then away from the goal, Egypt were able to get the ball away from danger. More measured approach now from Egypt at halfway with Atia. Into the 89th minute we go. Hassan rolls the ball under one foot, then the other, hugging the touchline down the right side. Behic says it went out. I don't think it did. Hassan goes down, wants a free kick. Will he get one? Linesman flags and says there was no foul. It's an Australian ball. An incredulous look from Hassan. I've got to say, he's been good since coming on. Has been in France playing football, in Spain, Villarreal, a couple of appearances there, Mirandes, Sporting Gijon, Oviedo. He's not prolific, but he does score goals. Never had a season in double figures. And in terms of national team, it's only his third appearance. At the age of 24. Does wear the number 10 at Oviedo. He's wearing the number 12 in this World Cup. Not exactly Thierry Henry's skill set, but still showing he is up to this standard as Rabia into the 90th minute. Out to the left side for Trezeguet. He's coming deep to help out in defence and work the ball up. Now Ashur, who's been Egypt's best player. I have to say Ashur is one of them. Rabia has been the rock at the back. Hafez was quite good before going off. Supplied the assist for the Ashur header. Atia, centre pitch, attacking half. A long way from Patrick Beach's goal though. Trezeguet wants to give and go. Atia goes towards him. That is a beautiful ball into the box, and it's away by Chidkati behind, and that will be a corner. We have 5 minutes of stoppages. Egypt with a chance though. A lot of prayers being said in the stands, a lot of smiles as well, and a lot of tension. So this will be taken from the left side. 2 balls on the pitch, so a small delay. Photographers in place. Egyptians on their feet. Over goes the Man City man, Marmoush. 2 hands go up. Rabia's up. So is Ibrahim. So is Hossam. It's played short though. It's in from Atia. Over to the left side. Salah can keep it in, but only just. Did well. Hassan now with a turn of pace. Harrington with a header. Is there for Hassan. Didn't connect. And Australia can get it over the touchline once more. First minute of the stoppages is up. A quick throw comes in from the left side for Egypt. They're back underway. So Australia now suffering. Haven't had much of the ball in the last 5 minutes. Egypt looking for the knockout blow. It's Hassan in from the right side. Jinking run. Looking for the ball over towards Trezeguet. And again, it's away from Truin. Collected by Ashur. Good ball over the top. Played away again by Truin. Egypt throw 10 yards back from the corner flag left side. What an arm wrestle this has become. Egypt with a chance to go 2-0 up. Marmoush missing a sitter in the first seconds. I'd say 10-11 seconds into the second half. Chance to go 2-0. They then scored an own goal. Australia back into this game at 1-1. Hassan on the right wing. Comes towards Behic. Low ball. Played away by Irvine. Behic with a header. Toure comes with a chest. Now, can they control this possession? It's a poor pass back from Toure. That will be a corner kick. Shocking pass back from Toure. Right side this will come in from. The Norwich City man in for international cap. Number 13 has 2 goals for Australia, but Mo Salah has 68 for Egypt. 2.5 minutes to go before we would go into extra time. Australia looking to defend. Egypt looking for the winner. Salah caresses it in. Sutar's too tall. Got there first. Same with Harrington. Player goes down, which is Hossam. Claims he was fouled. Still it's play on. Out of the box it comes. Atia. Salah first time. Brilliant ball. What a save that is. That was the moment for Egypt, but Patrick Beach stepped up and saved from Rabia. Mo Salah, the architect. Incredible pass in. Glancing header from Rabia, 7 yards out. Patrick Beach showing what he's got. Showing why he was selected in the group stage 11. Corner comes in from the left side. It's Salah again. Got on the edge of the box, tried the volley. Tame effort though. Was on target. Now Beach sends the ball down with an 80-metre punt. Across comes Shobir. And can they hang on, Australia? Quite an even match. Patrick Beach, the hero, late on. Slapping that away. It's back with Egypt. Australia barely touched the ball since, say, about the 85th minute. So good changes from Hassan, the Egypt coach. Now Salah over on the right wing. Here they come again. The shot comes from Atia into a cluster of green and gold. Back to the halfway. It deflects. And Ibrahim feeds it forward to Hassan there. Really pushing here. Bit of space opens up for Hani. Australia smack it over halfway though, and out comes the keeper once more as we've got 27.6 seconds to go before the 5 minutes of allotted stoppage time are up. Hassan, one last push for Egypt. Needs to bring it forward. Surely this is the last push across for Ashur. 10 seconds to go. Referee looking around. Is the whistle coming? He's looked at his watch. It's out for Mo Salah. One last push. Can he get the ball in? Takes on the player into the box. Here it comes. Big chance off Harry Suter. That was on target from Rabia as well. Denied twice in a couple of minutes. And Australia hold on. Surely that is the end of the 5 allotted minutes. Indeed as it is. And you have to say Suter and Beach have kept Australia in this game. It goes to extra time. The Aussies are on their feet in the stands. The Egyptians are appreciative of what they've seen from their side. It has been quite some game. Australia getting the second half goal they needed. It came from the head of an adversary. Mohamed Hani, the 55th minute own goal. But what a ball in from Aidan O'Neill. It is 1-1 at the end of regulation time. And you have to say it was Hassan with that final shot, not Rabia. And it's come off the knee of Sutar and then deflected away. But you have to say Patrick Beach with a reaction save to push over Rabia's header in the 93rd minute. That would have been the winner. Just as Marmoush's goal in the first few seconds of the second half probably would have been enough for Egypt to hang on. Australia haven't really manufactured much in the attacking third. They need more, otherwise the best they can hope for is a penalty shootout. Egypt with the better attacking play. Stick with us. The commencement of extra time in a couple of minutes. Don't go anywhere, you're here on Flash Score. 1-1, Egypt, Australia.
This is Nox Sports, your home for football energy, match talk, updates, reactions, and big game moments. From kickoff passion to final whistle drama, Nox Sports brings you the excitement, the analysis, and the sports vibe every fan deserves. Subscribe now to Nox Sports on YouTube. Nox Sports, where the game lives and the fans never sleep. Nox Sports. The game never end. This is Nox Sports, your home for football energy, match talk, updates, reactions, and big game moments. From kickoff passion to final whistle drama, Nox Sports brings you the excitement, the analysis, and the sports vibe every fan deserves. Subscribe now to Nox Sports on YouTube. Nox Sports, where the game lives and the fans never sleep. Nox Sports, the game never end.
Nox Sports TV! Yeah, from the streets to the stadium lights. Everybody stand up! Let's go! Nox Sports TV! Yeah, from the streets to the stadium lights. Everybody stand up! Let's go! Nox Sports!
actually. So Mabil is coming in. Metcalf and O'Neill out. So we're back underway, the start of extra time. Australia kick us off, going from left to right. Sutar's long ball. Out towards the right wing for Australia. Trewin's gone down. There's a free kick immediately paid. 12 seconds into ET. If you just joined us, it's 1-1 Australia against Egypt, round of 32 knockout match. The goals coming in the 13th minute from Ashur for Egypt. The reply coming in the 55th minute. It's an own goal from the head of Hani.
This is Nox Sports.
Some high contact
Your
with
home
Trezeguet
for football
on
energy.
Trewin, and there is a
Match
yellow
talk,
card being shown here.
Reactions,
Haven't seen that
and
so far.
big game moments. From kickoff passion to final whistle drama, Nox Sports brings you the excitement, the analysis, and the sports vibe every fan deserves. Subscribe now to Nox Sports on YouTube. Nox Sports, where the game lives and the fans never sleep. Nox Sports, the game never end.
It's about 5 meters in from the right touchline, 40 yards out. Mabil puts it in over the head of Sutar. No one there but red shirts. Up and away by Ibrahim, and then it's Trezeguet. Mabil, good first touch. Gets the back heel. That's good improvisation. Puts it back into the half space for Hrustic. Across comes Rabia. Just keeps it in. What a performance it's been from the Egyptian centre-back. Now Ashur. They get through the Australian high offensive press, and now they can sweep it out to the right side for Hassan. They try and square things up, spreads it out to the left wing. That is pinpoint to the chest of Trezeguet. A 31-year-old puts it back, away from Trewin. Ashur in two minds, back to Trezeguet on the left wing. He's got Trewin once more in front of him, so he'll go behind. Plenty of space in midfield for Hassan, who comes forward. He's part of the defensive line for Egypt. Atia on the ball. He's got Toure that comes towards him. So Ocon Exler into the midfield for O'Neill. Good ball in. It sits there for Salah, who smacks it over the top of the goal, and hands come to the face. Immediate regret. And that was Hassan, who's trying to orchestrate something here. Marmoush met the ball with Sutar. Bounced nicely for Salah, about 2 meters to the right of the right post, and he's put it over the top of Beach's goal. Into the 4th minute of extra time at 1-1 in Dallas. Beach will take a goal kick, and he's going to go long. Australia not messing around with it with short goal kicks. On the left boot, it's all the way to the touchline on the right side. Rabi is there over the top of Sutar. Chidkati keeps it in play. Ashur is there, playing a left-back role almost. He's omnipresent, seems like he's all around the pitch, and he's pushed over by Toure, who gives away a free kick, a blatant one, and an unnecessary one, in the same area where his pass in the second half, right at the end of it, went behind and gave away that corner kick, and Egypt very nearly converted and won the match from it. Now Hassan, not too much showmanship there. He's constantly trying to step over. Out to the left side where Rabia is, almost at left back. So are they converting to a left, middle and right centre-back situation? 3 men for Egypt now. They've won it back in midfield. Marmoush, his touch forward, came off Ocon Exler, back to his keeper. No pressure coming towards him. He can take a couple of touches and breathe. So, plenty of worry in the stands. We've had 5 changes for Australia, 3 of them coming in the second half, 2 at the beginning of extra time. And the 3 changes for Egypt all came in the second half. I have to say, Hossam and Hassan have been good. Here's Marmoush in a tussle with Chidkati. Back, Trewin collects from Irvine. Now Chidkati again. They're finding clusters of players in different areas of the pitch. No real formation or cohesion from either nation until they are able to slow it down and players get back into position. Ocon comes towards Hassan, whose mission out there is to disrupt the Australian backline. He's trying those penetrating runs from midfield on the right side. That's Irvine's header, given away to Trezeguet. Mabil's there. So is Trewin. Irvine, the St. Pauli midfielder, did well, found the chest of Toure, who's been pushed over from behind. I think advantage was played. It's going to be an Australia free kick. So it looks as if Mabil has come on for Tony Popovic's side, and he's going to tuck in on that right wing side where Volpato started. And it looked as though Hrustic was occupying for much of the second half. Still, it's Beach, Sutar, Harrington and Chidkati at the back. Trewin came on for Boss at half-time. Boss went off injured. In the middle, it's Irvine and Ocon Engster. And in front of him is Hrustic. Behic is still out there. He started the game on the left. Very nearly gave that away. Ocon Engster retrieves towards Hrustic. There's real pressure here, but Ocon is around his man and away. Good ball in for Toure. Needs some options in the middle. Toure takes on the man. Took one touch too many, but Behic is there to help. And now he's blocked as he tried to take the ball around the right back in Hani. He's claiming there was high contact. Hani just blocking him legally, according to referee Tejeda. So Egypt with a goal kick. They'll work it up slowly. Still in midfield, in their own half. Switch comes. Rabia is playing at left back. And he's a three-man back line. It's more just positional play. Whoever is around occupies that area of the pitch. They're just trying to keep it's like a 3-4-2-1 for Hossam Hassan and Egypt. And same for Australia. That's what Popovic prefers. Toure is the lone striker. It's with Egypt now. Hassan. If he can link up with Salah or Marmoush, they could cause some damage and get the goal they've been longing for. Arush. Hossam. Centre of the pitch, out to the left now. Hugging the touchline is Rabia. Back in for Atia. The switch comes. There's a couple of Egyptians all alone on the right wing. One of them is Hassan. Wants to take on Behic. Again with a step over. Does it ever stop? Beats his man, and his cross is not good at all. Goes about 2 meters over the head of any player. And out for an Australia throw opposite side. So Australia will have a throw in on the right side. A little too cocky, you think, from Hassan. And again, he has been probably the most impactful Egyptian player of the past half hour. Trewin to take. In no rush. Goes down the line. Toure comes. Tried to aim his header back towards Mabil. Salah. Chidkati. Edge of the box staff. Australia looking to defend and keep Egypt at bay. Atia. Rabia, left side, halfway. Ashur now over the top. He pops one. That's a beautiful ball. Trezeguet with a good first touch. Brings it down. He's got Trewin out there. Breathing down his neck. So back to Rabia. Egypt definitely with the better of the past 30 or 40 minutes. Australia looked as though they had the momentum with them once they had scored the equaliser, but Egypt have responded. Should have won at the end of the second half. In comes the cross. Goes over the head of Trezeguet. He's claiming it should be an Egypt throw. Referee Tajed has given it Australia's way. So a chance for us to go through some of the substitutes that have come on. 21 years of age, Paul Ocon-Engsler. It's an A-League player, Sydney FC. His 10th cap for Australia. Spent some time in Lisbon with Benfica. Didn't play for the senior team though. Was able to represent Belgium through his birth. Holds an Italian citizenship. Could have represented Cuba as well. Has chosen Australia. Will be joining Groningen in the Eredivisie. Back with play here. Hassan on the right wing. Had Hrustic in front of him. Now Hani in for Salah. The ball is too heavy and goes behind for a goal kick. He's looking to put it forward vertically into that right half space. Now Beach to Irvine. Australia brave here, going short. Chidkati. They need the ball at feet. They need to take it away from Egypt, who are looking much more confident side. Truin. Chidkati, first time pass over the top. It's still in. That was beautiful. Linesman's flag goes up though. I think it just floated out before it come back in. So Mabil thought he was through. It's about 20 yards defensive side for Egypt, going right to left. We're in the 12th minute of the first half of extra time at 1-1. Arlington, Texas is the host venue. Winner to take on either Argentina or Cape Verde on the 7th. And that game will be in Atlanta. Coming up later for you is Argentina, Cape Verde, and Colombia and Ghana. See with Egypt in the attacking half. Atia floats one out to Hani on the right wing. Back in for Ashur. We saw him score an absolute belter against Belgium. This one's on the left and it skews away and well wide. So Patrick Beach not forced into a save. Good turn. And I guess the motivations were there. Looking to score from about 30 yards away. Egypt not having much luck with aerial delivery. Australia with a very tall back three. Then added to that, Behic and Truin just marking up on each flank. And Patrick Beach takes this goal kick and it goes long. Irvine puts it up high towards Mabil. Now Ocon-Engsler in a tussle with Ashur. Both players unsighted. Hrustic took it away. Behic back in for Ocon-Engsler. Squares it up for Chidkati. The Parma defender can pour forward now. His pass is not good. That'll run through for a goal kick. Intended for Mabil. Abo Mabil plays with Castellon. His 39th cap this evening. 30 years of age, has had an interesting career. Adelaide United, started in Sydney with Campbelltown. Has spent some time in Turkey and the Czech Republic. Also has been up to Denmark, Portugal, Sweden. Now Egypt looking to get out of danger, but it's picked up nicely. That'll be a yellow card surely for Hassan, who grabbed the shirt of Behic, who intercepted the pass and was away to instigate a counter-attack. That's two hands on the back, right on the back of the number there for Behic, and Behic is frustrated with that. He thought he was able to get forward and finally get Australia into the attacking third. They have been struggling. Again, Egypt with the better of the play. So in terms of yellow card count, officially, that is the first one of the game. I thought I did see it come out before. Might have been to someone on the bench. So Australia about 45 yards away, left side of the pitch. It'll be sent over the top. Chidkati was there, but the header comes. And that was Ibrahim with the final touch. So Chidkati will go for a long throw, about 20 yards back from the right corner flag. He won't be able to take it because that is the end of the 15th minute. Referee Tejeda has blown. That is half time of extra time. 1-1, Egypt and Australia. Round of 32, knockout match. And we're going to see another substitution. How much time before we swing the teams around? It is a substitution. I think it's for Egypt. Just a moment, technically a hydration break. Half time of extra time. Just a recap on the goals. 13th minute was Ashua's header. The reply coming in the 55th minute was an own goal. Good set piece from Aidan O'Neill. Clipped off the top of Hani's head and into the far right corner. It is an Egyptian substitution. I believe it's Omar Mamouche for the number 9, which is Abdel Karim, who is the bright young star. So there's going to be 2 teenagers out there probably marking up on each other. Hamza Abdel Karim plays for Barcelona. Technically hasn't played a senior game, at least in La Liga. He's played 1 for Al Ahly. Played 6 for Al Ahly in the Egyptian Premier League, I should say. €1.5 million transfer, I should say, from Barcelona B to Barca. But still yet to make his senior debut. He's going to make his World Cup appearance, though, which is going to be his 4th. So he's going to play up front with Mo Salah, the captain and the future hope for Egyptian football, 18-year-old Abdel Karim.
This is Nox Sports, your home for football energy, match talk, updates, reactions, and big game moments. From kickoff passion to final whistle drama, Nox Sports brings you the excitement, the analysis, and the sports vibe every fan deserves.
He made here.
Subscribe now
it's
to Nox Sports on YouTube.
Hossam.
Nox Sports,
picked up by
where the
Behic.
game lives and the fans
Australia with a
never
chance
sleep.
here. They've won it back
Nox
from a high
Sports,
offensive
the
press. Krustic tries a ball in towards Toure. Got there with the header. It's about a metre wide of the goal right side. A weak, tame header, but he was shrugged and he was bumped. So again, 6th international cap for Abdel Karim. And they try the long ball towards Salah. He's playing on the right side of Abdel Karim. Gets the header now. He's got the freshest kit out there. Clean number 9. Not Trezeguet though. He's on the ball now. Runs it through. Abdel Karim pushes off his player, but fouls Chidkati, who is his direct opponent. So Chidkati at right centre-back has to deal with Trezeguet's runs coming through and the height and physicality of Abdel Karim. Salah is over on the 18-year-old defender Harrington. Suta between them. That's a wonderful ball by Chidkati. Now Mabil goes into the middle, awaits the pass from Toure. Can't get the ball through past Hossam. And Egypt will come away again. Salah tried the first time pass over the top. Suta's header in the way. Hopeful pass through. There's a long ball from Egypt. And Patrick Beach will collect and roll it forward. Suta into the 18th minute as we head at this stage for penalties. Chikati again into the channel. Toure runs. What is that? Not sure. Was it a shot from the byline or a cross? You'd think the latter. He'll go out for a throw-in on the far side, though. Well, Australia playing as poorly as they did in the first half, despite the efforts of Christian Volpato, who hit the crossbar early on. You have to say Egypt deserved their lead and should have had a 2-0 lead if it wasn't for Marmoush. This is Mo Salah, who's been pushed over. Earns the free kick on the halfway line in the centre circle. The foul coming from Chikati, grabbing the sleeve and pulling him down. Former Australian captain, probably the future captain. Chikati up against the current Egypt captain. So, we're back underway. Hassan back in for Arouche. Long range effort comes. Oh, took a deflection and Patrick Beach had to reset himself. It was Atia's shot from, let's say, 25 yards directly in front. And who did this hit? I think it's hit Sutar on the ankle. Looked like it was going wide. Sutar, that deflection off him. I'm sure it was going back in, but Patrick Beach was central and able to repel the effort. Now Behic wants a return pass from Krustic, just on the edge of the box. This is where they have to suck in the big ones, Australia, because when Behic does get forward, a lot of space for Hassan, a lot of free space if Egypt can get possession and counter. 20th minute of the game. I think there is a substitution coming. Free kick to Egypt anyway. No sub. We're back with Hossam on the ball. He's playing at left centre back. Rabi has pushed out to the left. It looks like a four-man backline again for Egypt. The Pharaohs. Now Hassan. He's got Krustic in front of him, easily around him, to the byline. Tries to cross. Still there. Took a touch. Hassan flicked it back in. It's away from Behic. Egypt throw right side. 20 yards back from the corner flag. They want the quick throw. But now it looks as though there's a stoppage. The referee wants the throw retaken. Across to Hossam on the halfway line. Onto the left side. Now back in central, Ibrahim. Egypt, of course, playing in their home strip, the red. Bit of black on the kit, white shorts, black socks. Hassan. A roaming run that's lateral. Cross for Trezeguet. Now Ashur. A commanding midfield from Egypt. Now to the edge of the box for Abdel Karim. Back is Mabil. Got a touch. Chikati's header is up and away. Rabi is there. Egypt want a penalty. Do they? No, they're not appealing. Australia can't get the ball for a counter-attack. It's picked up again by Atia in midfield. 30 yards away from Patrick Beach's goal. Egypt come again. Can Australia repel? Now Mo Salah out the right wing. Jinking run back into the middle. Ashur wants the shot. And that was going in. Sutar's head got in the way and it's behind for another corner. Right side. Pressure is compounding here for the Socceroos. They'll do well to get to penalties at this point. Mo Salah will take on the left boot or in swing. They'll go all the way in. Beautiful delivery. Sutar again standing tall. Picked up by Atia. And again Salah. Doesn't have the pace of yesteryear, that's for sure. Good ball in for Hassan. Pulls it back. Another corner. And Mo Salah will have corner 2.0 in a matter of minutes. Goes short this time. I realise it's difficult. They need to find some space in front of goal for a shot. Aerially, apart from Rabia's header, the death of the second half, we really haven't had much. It's gone behind for a goal kick anyway, harmlessly away, and against Suta, and his head, his noggin, in the way of Arush's left-footed curler that looked like, on that angle, on the replay, was going in the top corner. It's all about the positioning. Krustic has given the ball away. Good tackle in the midfield. Hassan collects from Atia. Now it's Salah. Jinking, through one, through two. Try the shot. Suta again, blocks. Another corner for Egypt. 23rd minute at 1-1. Can Australia hold on? Hassan's at the near post, coming in from the right side. Last time Salah went short. This time he'll send it in again to the near post. Easy for Australia this time. Ocon Engstler's header. Krustic. Suta with 2 to beat. Got it up above Abdel Karim, which takes some doing. Trezeguet over on the left. Tries one in on the right. Irvine's there. Away comes Mabil. Good pace, good touch. Can get it for Australia and hold it up. Chance for Australia just to take it away from Egypt. Take the sting from the Pharaohs. Suta. It's delicate from Australia, just trying not to give it to Egypt. Beach chips it across to Chidkati. It's about sensible football now for the Socceroos. Good ball from Chidkati. Has the run of Truin. Around Hossam. Did it take a touch off the Egyptian? No, it's a goal kick according to the linesman. Disappointing for the Sydney FC winger. Taken quickly. Egypt want to win this before going to penalties. Krustic stuck out a boot, got in the way of a pass. Irvine's there. Wins it on the second attempt. Krustic is down. Good ball, vertically played by Ocon Engstler. Toure couldn't get there, neither could Mabil. Rabia finds Arush. You've got to say he's been the most consistent player here in Dallas today. Hassan wants to weave his way through. Doesn't go down, tries to cut back. Harrington comes over and diffuses the bomb. It'll go behind for another corner though. They are asking questions and Australia's defence is holding up. Did have that one clean sheet in the group stage against Turkey. The Socceroos conceded twice against USA though, and another clean sheet against Paraguay. Now Salah tries the cross in. Gets it on the edge of the box. Instead of going for the shot, tried to clip it over the top of the Aussie defence. Doesn't manage it. Back to halfway. And now it's Atia. In came Abdel Karim, hoping for a glancing header on towards him. He was waiting on the penalty spot. It goes away for an Australia throw though, all the way over to the other side, and Australia can take a breather. At this point, they'll be thinking about defending and getting to penalties. The lottery. They'd rather that than concede at the death of extra time. Egypt and their fans, they'll think they deserve this win. And you might argue that point, but you need to get the ball in the back of the net, and they haven't managed to do that since the 13th minute. Good touch by Toure. Some space here for Australia to run into. Ocon Engstler. Behic makes the run. Well, that's Mabil. Took a touch from Hani, and Australia will have a set-piece opportunity from a couple of yards outside the penalty box. Over on the left side, though. So similar area to where O'Neill took his free kick, which led to Mohani's own goal. But a chance for Australia to settle things down. That's what counts the most. They'll be happy just to have the ball at feet. Now, Mabil and Krustic are standing over this, and Atia's in there trying to listen in. Suta had a conversation with him. Now he walks over to stand around the Egyptian wall. 2 in the wall for Egypt. So it is scoreable. It's about, I'd say, 20, 21 yards away from the left post. About a 20-degree angle from there. It'll be left for Mabil, who'll go for goal and go straight into Ashur, who has a mini celebration for the block. Australia with a throw though, but a chance to soak up some more seconds and take it into the 29th minute. Chidkati will take the throw. That means he's not back in defence if Egypt can break. But Australia looking for a late, unlikely winner. Chidkati wants the 30-metre throw. It goes at least that. Sutar's there, and there's a free kick given away for a push. So Egypt's way. The ball is spread out to the right wing, and Salah's pass is overhit. Australia were in 6s and 7s as Ashur poured forward. And you've got to say the lactic acid at this point of the game must be coursing through each and every one of their bodies. It's a substitution coming here. Now, Australia are making a strategic substitution for the penalty shootout with 90 seconds to go. Patrick Beach makes way. He wears the number 18. Tony Popovic brings in Matt Ryan. So strategic, it's intentional, and that is with penalties on the horizon. Matthew Ryan comes in for cap number 105. A Levante player. In terms of individual records, he's now 3 short of Tim Cahill and 4 short of Mark Schwarzer. Back underway from the throw. Behic. Well, he has had the engine running. There's a coming together. Referee blows for another free kick, and this is going Australia's way. An unnecessary challenge here. It was quite heavy. Came from Ibrahim, who just swept a leg. The stuff of Karate Kid 1, and receives a yellow. Won't care as long as he stops the momentum of Australia getting forward. The foul on Toure, and with 30 seconds to go, you would say we're heading for penalties, bar Australia doing something special right at the death. Egypt making another substitution. Obviously, Sabah's coming on. He scored against Iran. He will be taking one of the penalties, I'm sure. So Australia with a free kick. It's about 30 yards away from goal, maybe a little longer when you count the angle here in Dallas. It is Atia who will make way for Sabah with just the 1 additional minute. We're 30 seconds over the 30-minute mark of extra time. So Marwan Atia with a game of real quality in that midfield. He was in tandem with Fatih, and then Hassan and Hossam, and they did dominate the midfield today, Egypt. They can at least have that as a consolation if they do eventually lose penalties. But you would still back them. The class that they have with the likes of Mo Salah and Trezeguet there, you just never know. Here comes the final play of the game. It's there for Australia to put away. It bounces up awkwardly, but Sabir is able to collect. He rolls it forward. There's still 2 players down though, and the referee has to stop play. 20 seconds over into the 32nd minute. So Chidkati is down, and there is an Egyptian player holding his face as well. I believe it's Ibrahim. So 2 defenders in a coming together right at the end. You'd think Chidkati would be good for a penalty. There's Chidkati into the back of Ibrahim. And once the ball was in the clutches of Shabir, they both went down. Surely these are the final moments. We're going to penalties. Penalty shootout here in Arlington, Texas. Round of 32. Tony Popovic made his play, as did Hossam Hassan. Popovic bringing in goalkeeper Matt Ryan in place of Patrick Beach for this shootout. Hassan responding by bringing in Saber. So after extra time, the match is going to penalties. It ends 1-1. It is... Well, we've had 2 goals. Technically, both scored by Egypt. The goal to give Egypt the lead came in the 13th minute. It was a fine header from Aroush. The reply coming in the 55th minute, a set piece from Aidan O'Neill. Clipped it in.
Never end. This is Nox Sports, your home for football energy, match talk, updates, reactions, and big game moments. From kickoff passion to final whistle drama, Nox Sports brings you the excitement, the analysis, and the sports vibe every fan deserves. Subscribe now to Nox Sports on YouTube. Nox Sports, where the game lives and the fans never sleep. Nox Sports, the game never end. This is Nox Sports, your home for football energy, match talk, updates, reactions, and big game moments. From kickoff passion to final whistle drama, Nox Sports brings you the excitement, the analysis, and the sports vibe every fan.
Egypt fans. Now it is Saber who was brought on specifically for this. He will try and give Egypt the lead in this shootout. Australia missing their first attempt. Now Matt Ryan has an opportunity to make things right for the Socceroos. But Saber, who scored a goal against Iran. Decent goal it was too. Ryan in the centre of the goal. Waits, Saber runs in and fires it past the keeper. Ryan did choose the right way, but Egypt take the lead in the shootout. It is 1-0. One penalty taken by each nation. Good run up and just bent that in off the instep to the left of the goal. Suta putting it over the top on the right side. So the pressure is on Australia, and it is Jackson Irvine. You think this is a must-score situation. Where's the number 22? Shabir chose the wrong way against Suta, but Suta planted it high. What will Irvine do? He moves in and scores. Goes the same way as Suta. I think Shabir has decided he just wants to dive to his right for each penalty. I might be wrong, but he's gone the same way twice, and both Australians have shaped to kick it to the other side. So Australia on the board. It is 1-1, but Egypt with a kick to make it 2-1. And it is one of their staunch, steadfast defenders that will step up now in Rami Rabia. Playing this season with Al Ain. Can Matt Ryan make a save, or will Egypt go 2-1 ahead? He's planting the ball to the spot. He's looking at the ball as he steps backwards. Matt Ryan still hasn't taken his position. Now they're ready. In front of the Egypt fans. Rabia, and scores. It wasn't the best penalty, but Ryan went the wrong way. He dove down to his left. But it was Rabia who sent it the other way. Quite central as well. If Matt Ryan just stayed there, he would have been able to just stick a boot out and save this. It's a terrible penalty. But the keeper going the wrong way. Egypt lead the shootout 2-1. They have the advantage to go through to the round of 16, and the pressure is heaped back on the shoulders, this time of Awer Mabil. Kisses the ball. It is down on the spot, the 30-year-old. Which side will he go? He's going to step in on the right boot. Shabir bouncing up and down.
First,
Mabil
he hasn't missed the penalty when he hasn't stepped up first in the lineup. He tends to either be first or last, but he's going to be third to try and keep the advantage in Egypt's favour. The Egyptian king, the Egyptian captain. It could well be his last ever touch for Egypt in this competition. Against Matty Ryan, deep breath, shuffles to his right, steps up. Oh, and it's a beautiful Panenka down the middle. And a wry smile from Mo Salah as the Egyptian just fools the keeper. Matty Ryan went down to his left-hand side. He wasn't the greatest of Panenkas, but it does the job once again. The tale of the tape so far has been rather poor penalties getting away with it. Only Irvin's put in, and Saber put in excellent penalties after 3 each. Egypt have the advantage, and it's going to be Harrington up next for Australia. The 18-year-old who plays for the Colorado Rapids, just his 6th game for the national team. He's been caught the eye of Barcelona. He put in some excellent challenges at the end to keep his side in it. Now he has to score a penalty. Right-footed, steps up. Oh, and he's hit the bar! He's hit the bar! and it is full advantage to Egypt. Pressure on the young shoulders of the centre-back, Lucas Harrington, and he can't handle it. And he hits the bar, the keeper gets the right way. He wouldn't have got it, even if he'd stretched out the goalkeeper. And Chaubert hasn't had to do anything in this shootout. And Australia have missed 2 of their 4 penalties, which means if Egypt score this, they are through to the round of 16 for the second time in their history and will win a knockout for the first time. And it's going to be pressure on Hossam Abdelmajid, the Zamalek 25-year-old, who's going to come across to take this. He came on as a substitute in the second half. The Egyptians are already smiling. Germany and Paraguay are in this position where Paraguay it all had to go Germany's way in the last 3, with Paraguay having to score. It ended up going Germany's way before, in sudden death, Paraguay saw themselves through. But Hossam here will want to avoid any of that stress against Matty Ryan for an Egyptian history. Slow run up, right-footed, sends the keeper the wrong way, and Egypt have built a pyramid-sized piece of history in Dallas. The Pharaohs into the last 16, and for the first time in their history, they win a knockout game at this tournament. From chaos in Group G to a night that'll stand tall for generations. Hossam Hassan's side, who have for generations, for 92 years, been the best African side, have finally taken a step on the biggest stage of them all. And Hossam Abdelmajid is the man that's come up trumps. Australia missed 2 themselves, putting it over the bar from Suter and Harrington. Questions will be asked of why other forward players didn't step up to take penalties in their moment of need. The like of Rustics on the pitch. Ocon Ensteli in the midfield as well. Toure didn't step up, leaving 2 defenders to take it. Egypt won't care. Australia are out. Egypt are through. It's finished. Australia won. Egypt won. Egypt win 4-2 on penalties. Good night.
Every shore, we come to seek what came before. The brave first touch, the golden chance, the thunder of a final day.
Raise it high, hear the call, every heart answer all. Now we rise to the light, one true game, one great night. Crown of victory, lift the world up high, lift the world up high. Crown of victory,
This is Nox Sports, your home for football energy, match talk, updates, reactions, and big game moments. From kickoff passion to final whistle drama, Nox Sports brings you the excitement, the analysis, and the sports vibe every fan deserves. Subscribe now to Nox Sports on YouTube. Nox Sports, where the game lives and the fans never sleep. Nox Sports, the game never end. This is Nox Sports, your home for football energy.
Nox Sports TV! Yeah, yeah. From the streets to the stadium lights. Everybody stand up! Let's go! Nox Sports TV! Yeah, yeah. From the streets to the stadium lights. Everybody stand up! Let's go! Nox Sports TV. Nox Sports TV. The city is alive tonight. Every dream is burning bright. Flags are flying in the sky. Hear the roar, we're reaching high. Every heartbeat feels the same. Every fan becomes a flame. Side by side we sing as one. Now the journey has begun. Hands up high, let the whole world see. This is where we're meant to be. Feel the energy, feel the sound. We won't stop now. Whoa. We are the champions of tonight. Together we will shine so bright. Sing it loud, let the world believe. This is our destiny. Nox Sports TV. Everybody's Nox Sports TV. Nox Sports TV. Through the rain and through the fire, we keep climbing higher and higher. Every challenge on the way makes us stronger every day. Hear the drums across the land, millions standing hand in hand. One heartbeat, one voice, one dream, stronger than we've ever been. Hands up high, let the whole world see. This is where we're meant to be. Feel the energy, feel the sound. We won't stop now. We are the champions of tonight. Together we will shine so bright. Sing it loud, let the world believe. This is our destiny. Nox Sports TV. From every nation, one celebration. We raise our voices to the sky. No hesitation, pure dedication. Tonight we're reaching for the prize. We are the champions of tonight. Together we will shine so bright. Sing it loud, let the world believe. This is our destiny. Nox Sports TV. Nox Sports TV. Feel the power, feel the pride. Yeah. The world is watching tonight. Nox Sports TV. Nox Sports TV. Yeah. Nox.
This is Nox Sports, your home for football energy, match talk, updates, reactions, and big game moments. From kickoff passion to final whistle drama, Nox Sports brings you the excitement, the analysis, and the sports vibe every fan deserves. Subscribe now to Nox Sports on YouTube. Nox Sports, where the game lives and the fans never sleep. Nox Sports, the game never end. This is Nox Sports, your home for football energy, match talk, updates, reactions, and big game moments. From kickoff passion to final whistle drama, Nox Sports brings you the excitement, the analysis, and the sports vibe every fan deserves. Subscribe now to Nox Sports on YouTube. Nox Sports, where the game lives and the fans never sleep. Nox Sports, the game never end.
Nox Sports TV! Yeah, yeah. From the streets to the stadium lights. Everybody stand up! Let's go! Nox Sports TV! Yeah, yeah. From the streets to the stadium lights. Everybody stand up! Let's go! Nox Sports TV. Nox Sports TV. The city is alive tonight. Every dream is burning bright. Flags are flying in the sky. Hear the roar, we're reaching high. Every heartbeat feels the same. Every fan becomes a flame. Side by side we sing as one. Now the journey has begun. Hands up high, let the whole world see. This is where we're meant to be. Feel the energy, feel the sound. We won't stop now. Whoa. We are the champions of tonight. Together we will shine so bright. Sing it loud, let the world believe. This is our destiny. Nox Sports TV. Everybody's out with Nox TV. Nox Sports TV. Through the rain and through the fire, keep climbing higher and higher. Every challenge on the way makes us stronger every day. Hear the drums across the land, millions standing hand in hand. One heartbeat, one voice, one dream, stronger than we've ever been. Hands up high, let the whole world see. This is where we're meant to be. Feel the energy, feel the sound. We won't stop now. We are the champions of tonight. Together we will shine so bright. Sing it loud, let the world believe. This is our destiny. Nox Sports TV. From every nation, one celebration. We raise our voices to the sky. No hesitation, pure dedication. Tonight we're reaching for the prize. We are the champions of tonight. Together we will shine so bright. Sing it loud, let the world believe. This is our destiny. Nox Sports TV. Nox Sports TV. Feel the power, feel the pride. Yeah. The world is watching tonight. Nox Sports TV. Nox Sports TV. Yeah.
This is Nox Sports, your home for football energy, match talk, updates, reactions, and big game moments. From kickoff passion to final whistle drama, Nox Sports brings you the excitement, the analysis, and the sports vibe every fan deserves. Subscribe now to Nox Sports on YouTube. Nox Sports, where the game lives and the fans never sleep. Nox Sports, the game never end. This